what can marketing executives do to improve relationships with their PR firms? And at the same time, what can PR and comms teams do to convince marketers to let them contribute further upstream? This is typically like a one-way conversation. Oh, well, this side needs to be more conversant with that side. But what can both sides do to come a little closer to the center?
So I'll dive in. I think, and this is sort of like a passion point for me, and has been for a while. In the same way we talk about breaking those barriers internally, the same way we talk about building a one-team approach. Oftentimes, our partners almost unwillingly compete because there's a natural sense of like, I want to be seen as the most the most valuable partner, right? The MVP, I guess it's the most valuable partner. In reality, I've always believed the same way I believe it internally. I believe that in our partners, and I reward our partners for being able to come together and have a much more impactful output where you can't tell whose idea it was, right? And then we all participate in that. And so from our perspective as senior marketers and senior communicators, let's just say, we have to set that tone with our partners, with our agencies, to say we expect everybody in the same way to come together. And I don't need to know what your business card says. We're all here to do the same work. We all have different skill set, but we're all participating in the same effort. And we know where the ideas come from, but we also know that the ideas get better when they get bounced across. And so it's harder when it's hard already when you're different departments. It's harder when you're in different companies. But that to me is the secret for success, and that's what I would encourage all of the senior communicators on the client side to encourage from their partners.
Yeah. I let the data speak for itself. When you go alone, you only get so far, and the numbers will tell you that. When you go together, the impact is so much greater. So just look at the data, look at the insight, and look at the output and impact that the partnership truly can have. The other thing I would say on the comm side is, get out of your bubble and get to understand marketing. Like I said earlier, like be a student of the game and understand the benefits of both, be able to speak to both. And then I love what you said, Francesco. It's this like, throw your ego and title at the door and get back to business and understanding where we're trying to go for your company, for our brand. And the power is truly in coming together, and the results are going to speak for themselves.